Hello world, this is Viper 6. Last night Viper 6 Canada, sorry. Um, Last night I developed a website for the world. It's a gift for you and the parents of the world and the kids. We're going to take back a little piece of the planet for us. We don't need much. All we need is the biggest world charity mankind's ever seen, and me to develop it. And we're going to have our heroes, which is the bands and the movie stars, as the heads of the board that dish out the money. The government won't be involved unless if they really clue in and we get to oversee what happens. But otherwise, this is going to be a public rescue team, and the government will be on board to help, but they won't be in control of this. This is a public rescue team with public money, public account that'll be transparent in a Canadian bank, and we are going to rain the gold on the poor. I know how to stir the world economy, and I'm going to. Okay, nothing's going to stop us. As long as I get one celebrity, one big face, that's all I need, man. Because they have contacts, and they have contacts, and they have contacts, and there is no world leader out there that can negotiate like me. None. There's no world leader that understands military like me. War is not logical. Perimeters for safety is logical. When the Canadian soldiers came and died to save the world all this time, it makes me sick to see what the world's done. I've been thinking about the fallen across the earth too much, and there's enough stuff we can't prevent, like hospital visits and accidents, which I've never seen any terrible thing in my life, to be honest. And shout out to the police and armed forces and people to keep us safe that do that stuff. I don't know how you do it. But anyway, I'm a little sucky boy that's figured out how to fix the system, and I know exactly how to do it. Some countries won't want the help, that's fine. But we will be, like, I'm your friend, every country. China, Queen, Pope, Dalai Lama, I can't wait to meet you guys. The sooner we have an emergency meeting for the world, the better. And soon you'll realize that Viper Team is the most powerful force on the planet, and then you will listen to us. Okay? Because that's all it takes is one celebrity, one big face to come see me. One news guy. I don't know why. The news in Canada, for 4 months, I've been putting fish hooks out. I have long lines out, okay? The website might do it, I don't know. But I have long lines out for movie producers, book producers. My book's coming online. It's probably going to be free. Because I have thousands and thousands of ideas to fix the planet and to stir and create. I'm going to create more jobs once this gets rolling than anybody ever had on the planet. And as an employer, I'm going to be the best employer on the planet. Plus, my dream, one of my dreams, I have too many. But I think that I want to get in the modeling industry, and we're going to, if you treat the models perfectly, and they will be, they're like clay. And that right there is enough money to bury the poor in cash. Especially when we stop the wars with the proper perimeters. You know, you want to talk about perimeters, military, I can't wait. Because you guys already know what you could do to save the people, but the suits don't let you. So we're going to get down to the bottom of the suits, not letting the military protect the people around the world, because it's very, very simple math. Okay? It's just like deer hunting. Are you kidding me? With the amount of military hardware that the Allies have, the States really needs to back off on the spending. You know? One of your new planes that I've been studying, the one over $1 billion. Nice machine, like that little bomber fighter thing. Nice machine, but holy God, man, over $1 billion. Ellen, if you could get a hold of me, man, I'll save all the kids. I can't believe that you make $50 million a day. That's like, and you make $300 million. I hope my math's right. I could be wrong. No, let me think now. Well, in 2 weeks, 25, 50, this is bad timing for that. But anyway, it is simple math. I'm just saying that what she makes, in a week, we could invest and bury the poor. And that's just one thing. Up here in Canada, we have Tim Hortons, okay? They're just a drop in the bucket when it comes to how much money's in the world. And any of you investors that you think that, oh, you want to invest in this and invest in that, I don't copycat, man. I'm not a copycat, and I have thousands and thousands and thousands of ideas. I've never had money because it takes money to make money. But when I get the right partners, I'm going to show the world how you train kids to do successful things and give them jobs, because it's so easy if you care. And it doesn't seem like many people care, so the ones that do are going to get a hold of me, and we're going to weed out the evil off this planet. Okay? I know how to fix ISIS. I'm going to extract them off the face of the earth. Once we get the allies listening to us, so we can have a little war meeting, I will straighten them out quick, and that'll be that, man. There'll be no more war. There'll be just perimeters. The States doesn't need to have a war. What they need to do is protect the areas, set up some boys with some lines, and nobody's going to cross the lines, especially once I put the scare tactic out. With our special war symbols, man, you got no idea. And we use the old-fashioned pipe and the ancient tomahawk. You have no idea what we're connected to now and what I know. Like, I know more about warfare than most of you on the planet put together. And I know you Army guys are saying, oh yeah, whatever guy, but I've been in touch with the Fallen Boys, and there's a lot of them, and they know a lot of shit, and like I've been studying my whole life, so I don't know what it is, but I know exactly how to do it, and we're going to do it. Okay? Like, this war nonsense is not logical, man. I've studied Spock my whole life. You think he'd think it was logical? Do you think that anybody that was up there watching us, because that's what they're doing right now, is they're watching us, and they've sent me some trips, and I'll tell you right now, do you think they'd be proud of us? Do you think if there was aliens, which I believe there is, do you think they're watching? Do you think that they'd be proud of us? This planet has nothing to be proud of. Sure, we've done a lot, and that's great, okay? But if we would have been organized like we're going to be soon, we could have built the Enterprise by now, easily. Because of the lack of organization, it's just ridiculous, man. We're human beings to be able to think that, oh, we're going to need this much military to fight each other. Are you guys kidding me? Like, we could join together and build the biggest space station you could ever dream. We could go to planets like fast if you guys organized to do that. We need to grow a brain on this planet. My brain is just peaking right now with more ideas than any of you ever had and could even imagine, because nobody thinks as big as me, and I am going to fix the planet. All you got to do is call. I'm your best friend from Canada, and we're the rescue team coming, okay? The UK, I love the UK. I've never really been anywhere in my life, but I love everywhere, okay? South America, and Australia, and that whole big chunk over there in Africa and all that, boys, we're coming. Russia, and this Korea thing, like, we have to have worldwide concerts for Korea. Just to let them know, man, you got a lot of kids, come on, man. Let's just, like, we got to use different tactics so that guy might change his way of thinking. And there's many, many ways of doing it. Many ways of doing it. And I don't see anybody trying to do anything because there's too many suits with half a brain running the show around the world. And it's been like that since I was born. So it's got to stop. Another thing is, Trudeau needs to call me, and eventually he will. I want to be his buddy, but if the government don't come on board with the logic, then we're going to have a Super Green Party of Canada, which I'm going to be starting probably next month. And it's going to sweep the country, because I cannot hear the NDP and the PC and the Liberals anymore. It makes me sick. My whole life, that's all they've done is brought us down and wasted money, and that's it, man. Here in Canada, we can vote them out easily, and we're in total control of the public. So it's kind of nice. Whereas some of you other countries, you know, we'll work on them and see what we can do for you, because I know it's tough out there. And I know there's kids dying. And I know that we can set up perimeters and rebuild countries and let people go back to their own countries and rebuild their museums and build replicas of the stuff that they... And you know what? Some of you, and you know who you are, that are the warmongers that started this, and you did that to the museums in Syria and all the other museums in Iraq. You guys know who you are, and don't think you're going to heaven, because I'm not going to let you. Okay? Guaranteed. Because I've made a deal up there, and we kind of got something going on. So the only way now, boy, is to dump your money and repent. Because we're watching. I'm going to have the biggest eyes on the planet that mankind's ever seen soon. Okay? I'm the northern jackal from Canada. And I'm coming for you, ISIS. Any terrorists on the planet, we're coming for you. Anyway, see you later, guys. It's been a slice. And sure, I'm not pretty, but I'm educated. And I'm going to show you, world. I'm going to show you, parents, that we're the ones that should be having the say. Not the government. Not the suits making these ridiculous ideas. The poor health care in the States. Are you kidding me about the health care in the States? All you need to do is cut the government out. Have some investors, maybe even the A-listers. I'm going to work on it for you. And we're going to have a public, or I don't know if it's called a private or a public, but it's none of the government's business insurance. Okay? And then everybody will have to get on board. And the drug pushing places that are charging too much money for the drugs, we're going to straighten them out. And I'll tell you another story. Is 420 herb is God's herb. And the suits have denied it for pain from the old our whole lives. And that has got to stop. Because all it is the suits want you to take their cancer-causing, rotten drugs that probably are causing you cancer. Maybe you need some of them, but some of them you don't. And in the mental health industry up here in Canada, well, there's been lots of write-ups about that, how they push the drugs on the kids because the doctors get the kickback and the drug pushers push it. But there's 420 extract that would fix a lot of these kids. And they won't let them have it. Right now the kids are suffering in the hospitals because of that. And that's going to stop too. I have a lot of bones to pick. So call me, parents. I'm on your side. I'm a dad of 2 girls in Ontario, Canada. And we are going to change some stuff. Okay? Anyway, this was the longest video so far. I hope you guys, someday when we get big, you're going to think, wow, this guy was funny. Anyway, see you later, guys.